There you go, Peach. Knock it out.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we have in the hot seat our very own Tom Crawford and John Bruce.
Hey.
And we're going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
So this is in honor of December 31st, 2012, and we're all still here. So before we've lost any more time getting to know you all, we're going to ask you a few questions.
The world did not end today, Tom.
It didn't.
It
didn't.
Because I get to spend time with you fun people.
Last night with that win, though, I thought the rapture was starting.
Oh, no.
You better interview these guys. Okay, John, what deceased person would you like to spend some time with or get some advice from? Anybody at all?
That is a difficult and thought-provoking question, Penelope. I've always admired John F. Kennedy, very much so. He's from Cambridge, Massachusetts. My father's from Cambridge, Massachusetts. I think he was a great man with a lot of great ideas. And if he had lived on, I think this country would be a different place. So I'd like to get his thoughts on a couple things.
Great answer. And in the movie of your life, John, who would play you?
Who's that guy, Tom? You know, he was in, I think his name is Patrick Wilson. He looks just like me.
Are you sure it's not Charlie Sheen?
I'm pretty sure it's not Charlie Sheen. I'm a well-mannered,
So much more well-mannered than Charlie Sheen, that's for sure.
I think so.
And Tom,
Yes, ma'am.
if you could change places with anybody, who would it be?
It'd probably, thinking of that, probably have to be two people because I have two passions, two major loves right now. One would be Dallas Raines, who is the ABC chief meteorologist out in Los Angeles, California.
Very nice.
Doing that. Weather's great out there all the time.
He doesn't have to work.
Well, then he gets paid a tremendous amount. And the other guy, you probably have never heard of, his name is Spanky Assiter.
Oh my goodness.
Spanky Assiter is probably, at one time, and still is in my book, one of the top auctioneers in the world. He was named number one in the world a few years ago, and he's married to a lady, not that I would want to be married to his wife, but Amy Assiter, who was the number one female. And you can see him a lot of times on the Barrett Jackson auctions that are on TV, and he's quite well known. Anybody that's ever been an auctioneer knows who Spanky is.
Could you imagine a fight in that household, though?
Oh my
How
goodness.
fast they would go back and forth?
Oh my goodness.
About it.
So that brings me to my next question. If
yes.
you weren't a meteorologist, Tom, what else would you have done?
I would have probably, because I started out in the Air Force. I started out as the Air Force as an enlisted guy and finished as an enlisted guy, but I would have finished with my degree and I would have been a C-17 pilot. And
very
then
nice.
a C-17 pilot as well as a commercial. I've always really admired those guys.
Look at that guy.
This is, now take a look at this
You're
picture.
kidding.
This is in 1973, about June, July of 1973, in a place called Karatsitan Onata, Thailand. This is Karat, Thailand. It's an Air Force base there. And it's my good friend Jimmy Carter. Has nothing to do with the president, but my good friend Jimmy Carter, who now lives in North Charleston, still very good friends with him.
On the right.
And his lovely wife Twyla. And you know, Jimmy and I still both have great hair. That's the big laugh. That's the big laugh that we have. But you know, this was gosh, that was
Washboard
almost
Tom
40
Crawford.
years ago.
And we
Almost
know that
40
it's
years ago.
Tom's real hair too, because otherwise that wind would have snatched you guys bald by now. So
Oh yeah.
it's another one of the questions from the viewers.
Great time over there. But I would have been
I
a
bet.
C-17 pilot and probably a pilot with the airlines, maybe American Airlines or something like that.
Well, that is a beautiful. I didn't know that about you. That's great. John.
Yes.
All right. What place have you been to, vacation or otherwise, that you would like to go back to?
That's another thought-provoking question. I sailed the Greek islands once. I had a great vacation, 2 weeks there on a 52-foot sailboat. And that was probably the best vacation I've ever been on. So.
It's the rapture.
No, we're okay. We're alive. Everybody,
We're still
okay.
going.
We're still here. Everything's okay. Apparently, I'm not going to Greece, though.
Well, maybe not today.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
What
Are
else
we
you got
still
for us?
good?
That was
good.
interesting.
All
Yeah.
right.
We got
We made it
one
past that.
minute left. We just got.
You guys have to tell me
It's
what
all
you're doing
good.
this holiday season.
Oh wow,
Tom?
Johnny. Well, you take off. You're doing it first. You're leaving today.
I am
too.
taking off. I'm getting
Yes.
on that plane that you should have piloted.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah, about 2 o'clock this afternoon, headed up to Boston with my girlfriend. We're going to meet the parents, do that whole thing.
Yay.
Spend a lot of time with family, eat a lot of food. My mom makes cookies, too. She used to bake her. She's got 1,000 cookies in the house right now.
Well, good for her.
1,000.
Good
Wow.
for her.
It's been a good time up
And
Fantastic.
gained a lot of weight.
I'll be here until Christmas morning. I'll be doing Good Morning Charleston Christmas morning. Having a little Christmas with my sons and daughters and the grandchildren Sunday afternoon, and then jumping in the car Tuesday morning right after the show and heading up to a little place called Central to see my lovely girlfriend
Fantastic.
and her family up there. And
Fantastic.
they get just a few people, about 75, 80 people there at that Christmas party.
just a
and
few.
exchange all the presents as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys, so much for letting
Peach,
me
our
ask you
pleasure.
a few questions.
Thanks for the questions.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Good stuff, Peach. Thank you. Tom, thanks for sitting in as well. We'll be
All
right
right, buddy.
back with more Low Country Live. Cut up just a minute.
Some desserts.